Welcome everybody to this edition of Strong Perspective Podcast. I'm here with I'm one of your hosts, Keith Armstrong, with another host, Jaquari Armstrong. Damon Armstrong is he's going to be back soon, but he is exploring another podcast that he's doing with his son and his son-in-law. He's trying to, take his talents to another arena like LeBron. But hey, we wish him the greatest of luck and can't wait to see them flourish. But also, we can't wait for you to come back, Damon. Love you, bro. Love you. All right. Well, tonight we have 4 good brothers: Arns, Shannon Collins, Rico McCoy, and Vince McDonald. Shannon, Rico, and Vince are barbers. See, I've always been the type of person who understood the barber culture, meaning that when our dad taught us a long time ago, when we went into a barbershop, before we get our haircuts, we need to be quiet and listen. Now, you may not get profound information, but you're going to get information. You feel what I'm saying? And then most of the time, the wisest people in the place are the barbers. And the reason why they are wise, because they have the chance to cut every type of personality there is in our community. Yeah. And I think that is a unique position to be in. Mm-hmm. Jaquari, Keith, and myself, we have experienced. Keith and myself are retired from law enforcement, so we deal with people also, and Jaquari also deals with juveniles in his job. So we know a little bit about it, but we always get the quote unquote negative side of it. The barbers, they get the good and the bad. They get the trust. Mm-hmm. They get the understanding. That is a unique position to be in, because we've all known when we in our community, when we went to a barbershop, that kind of 2 things happen to the barbershop. It gives a brother a opportunity to lie and big himself up, but in a comedic way, right? Mm-hmm. Then it gives a brother a chance to open up, to test the waters on how he feels. With that being said, let me get into it. House cleaning. This is a Strong Perspective Podcast. 2 things I'd like you to do. If you're on YouTube, or if you're not on YouTube, go to our YouTube channel, go like, share, and subscribe. Hook us up. You know what I mean? Because what we want to do is get into the algorithm that's going to reach more people like us. And I'm not being exclusionary. I'm talking about people who like to have conversation and like to hear from other people, right? Also, trying not to lose my train of thought, but also what we're really trying to do is promote conversation amongst each other. I went live on Facebook. I went live on IG today. And what I asked folks to come and tune in tonight. But one of the main things is I wanted to talk to our women in our community. If you're watching, throw your question up there so we can address it. But we would like you to come on. So if you know Jaquari personally, if you know Keith, if you know Shannon, and you want to come on to our show, let them know. Message me. You know what I'm saying? DM me.
Y'all talk to y'all talk to me first though.
Say what now?
Y'all talk first.
All right. Well, with that being said, Jaquari, how you doing?
Brother, I'm holding on with both hands. And every time I slip, I think about my mother's face. So I'm all right.
Amen. All right, but Shannon came out the darkness, man. Shannon trying. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good, man. That was a great introduction for the barbershop and how
I
explaining
appreciate it.
the life of a barber.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's pretty cool. I like that. That was a great introduction. Appreciate that.
Keith Barnes, how are you today?
Man, I'm doing fabulous as usual. I
Okay.
was out there speaking, been interacting today with my favorite type of people, freight. It was a one-sided conversation.
All you got to do is move it.
Let's move it. Yeah, get me from point A to point B. I'm riding,
Okay.
listening to Rihanna, and then me and Rihanna, and we brought it in today. So
Okay.
Hey, Keith.
Rico and Vincent's going to join us later because you know why? See, me, I had to make sure that I understood being, and Keith technically is in a retirement community. He's retired from another place, but he's still working. Me personally, I have to be more sympathetic to the working folks.
Like the way you put that.
You know what I'm saying? Got to be no, it's real because look, even though I want a lot more money, right? I enjoy my time being in retirement. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Hey, Keith.
so yes,
mhm.
sir.
Hey, real quick, man. Shout out to Creative Cuts Shannon. Did a hell of
Appreciate it.
a on my head last weekend, brother. I went back to work.
All right.
So
No doubt.
everybody saw that my butter was whipped, and
Well, I appreciate that. Not to interject, but
No doubt.
yeah, come again and bring a
As
friend anytime, man. Creative
as a
cuts. We
matter
out
of
there for
fact,
everybody.
needless to say,
look on the bottom. Oh, go ahead, Jaquar.
I was gonna say, needless to say, I made several people's day. So I appreciate you, brother.
No doubt. I appreciate
Mm.
that. I appreciate everything you think. And I appreciate having you and your brother all the time every week.
Sure.
Hey, listen. The barbershop, the name of the barbershop and the location. We in Raleigh, North Carolina, folks. And if you guys, they are three master barbers. If you are in, and they pretty much are able to do everything. Understand what I'm saying to you? They're able to do everything
Okay.
when it comes to being barbers. I tell you why, and then I hope I think I can share this, Shannon.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Two, four, four,
It's like
4 weeks
we're gonna
ago.
treat it like the barbershop. We're gonna treat the forum like the
Yeah,
barbershop.
4 weeks ago, my son Carson and in the barbershop, and Shannon was in the barbershop working on somebody with crochet needles.
Wow.
Can you explain to them, Shannon, what you
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah,
doing?
yeah. I got you. I got you. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. A dreadlock repair. You know, a lot of people with their dreadlocks need maintenance. So I was repairing somebody's dreadlocks for like some people call them wigs or whatever, but strengthen them up to make two, three, three, one. You know what I'm saying? You know, somebody's dread might came out, put it back in for 'em. Pretty good with my hands. I thank my mama for that.
No doubt. No doubt.
Hey, man, what can I do with this hole in my natural?
Cover it up.
Come
No, what I would say if you was my client, I mean, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, but you gotta love what it is at the same time. So whatever you like, I love it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and it's a pleasure to be taking what you have and vision for yourself, programming it, and putting it on the canvas and making it work and making you smile. So that's pretty much whatever to me. Like anybody with a situation, we can always make it look good if you're a real stylist or barber. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. We encourage people. We try to uplift when they get out that chair. So I want
on.
everybody swag on when they leave my chair. Please, everybody come feel good for themselves.
Oh,
Because if you look good, you feel good, you're gonna be good.
absolutely. Because I walked up in there looking like a retired werewolf and shit.
Nah,
Hey, Keith Barnes.
Yeah,
Look. Not putting you on blast, but you've been going zero for many, many years, right?
yeah.
So, Shannon, what can you do about the beard? Even though that's a nice beard that Keith has, do you
Yeah,
specialize in beards also?
That's what I was gonna ask him. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sitting there jealous of the motherfucker. I'm like, shit.
That's
I
a hell
about
of a
I
beard,
about,
Keith.
I about to say everybody, and not to toot your horn, but any barber would like that beard if you're a barber, because it's such a good canvas to work with. You know what I'm saying? You got your full beard, Rick Ross, it, Khaled, whatever you want. You
That's
know,
what I wanted. I just wanted trim.
y'all gonna see me on here 2 weeks from now. I'm gonna have a beard just like yours.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'm gonna get Mac, because Mac Mac do the cover ups, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get on the throw me joint on there, 'cause Mac good at that. I'm,
'Cause
I didn't mean
I
to laugh.
always wanted to
I
know what I
thought,
look like with a beard.
look. I thought
That's
you was
why I got
being
it
funny.
shaved. Nah, for
Hey,
real.
Shannon,
Keep
I
telling me we
just,
can bring this up. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm 9 times out of 10, 100% gonna done did it in my mind.
hey,
So
look.
I'm
Had
quickly
I realized,
programmed.
you was being serious, I wouldn't have cackled. That's what I did. I
Man,
just cackled.
yeah,
see why
Okay.
because I seen him at. I'm gonna tell him, Keith. I'll get it out for you. I seen him. What was it? The CVS or something? I'm from West Virginia, so we cut different anyway. So I don't know. I ain't saying no pun to nobody. We cut different. I seen Keith at the CVS. He said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm about to pull this damn tooth out my mouth."
Oh my God,
He
man.
laughed at me like I was lying. Before he can pull out the parking lot, I was holding the tooth up in the window.
Oh, hey, look.
Because the dentist,
The clip.
trying to charge me $85.
Oh
I'm
my
thinking, man,
God.
$85. I can fix that like we do back at home. You know what I'm saying? It's good. You know what I mean?
Look.
to get
Save me
The
some
Pittsburgh,
crazy,
money.
no worries, huh?
Save me some
and
money.
that was
Only cost
crazy
me
because he
$2
looked
for
at.
the numbing gel and clove
I'm gonna
oil.
tell you the first look. I didn't pay attention to the first look, but once it came out and the look he gave me, I was like, "Oh shoot, he is serious."
Man, I wish
Yeah,
I
I'm
had.
dead ass. I'm a dead ass nigga, man. I'm no pun to anybody, but I'm a dead ass nigga. If I'm gonna say it, I say it. If I mean it, I mean it.
Look,
I try not to sugarcoat. That's why I
No
get me
doubt,
in trouble
if you
sometimes.
no doubt.
if you and I had some beef and I saw that right there, as
Yeah,
soon as I saw you held that 2 step, I'd be like, hey man, let it go. I'm
ain't no
done.
problem. Ain't no problem.
I ain't gonna
We
lie
good, man.
I ain't gonna lie when that snap, I said, "Oh Lord, I should have did that."
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I'm on my head. You're like, "Oh Lord, I'm dang." That was serious. Then I seen Keith. I said, "Oh, it's over now." You know what I'm saying? It was good. Put
You
my
looked at
cigarette. Where my
Look,
cigarette at? You know what I'm saying? But it's all
the
good.
about it
trying
though,
whether you
It's
need
all
to call
good.
that, bro.
what you say,
Huh?
Keith? The Quad,
Was you
what you say?
was you trying to decide whether you needed to call it for help or not?
Nah, I knew I
No,
had a
no, no, no.
plan.
He was
I
dead
had a
serious.
plan, man. I'm gonna be laid in the CVS parking lot here, backwards, bled to death. I'm going home. That was the
You ain't
plan.
call,
That was
Hey,
the
look,
plan.
you ain't
I got,
called it
I'll
for.
make it home for dinner. I'll see if I can make it home for dinner.
You was a rough
But
and motherfucker, boy.
that
God,
was the
look, look,
plan.
look.
That was the
Look,
plan.
here's the funny thing about it is, you know how brothers, when they have an extreme plan, they got to tell somebody, and the
Yeah.
first person they run into, hey, listen,
I
what
said,
I'm
told
getting
Keith,
ready to do,
go ahead, Keith,
what
my
I'm getting
bad.
ready to do, what I'm getting ready to do, I'm gonna step back 50 yards, right?
Mhm.
And I put a scalpel in my car door because I got a pain in my cheek. I'm gonna run face first into that motherfucker, and
run
I'm
up
gonna see
on that.
what's going.
Yeah, yeah.
But look,
Okay,
but, for
program,
real though, Shannon,
program the
it
like
wasn't that
yeah,
extreme. It was just like it just took me back. You know what I mean? Because look, we old heads, right?
Yeah, I
When we
mean,
when,
it was
when we was
extreme for
younger,
me. I know it was
look,
extreme. That's why I had to tell them it was extreme for me. I called my lady and told her. She cussed me out like I was crazy as hell, but I was like, man, I'm not coming home with this in my mouth. I'm stop. I'm stopping somewhere and fixing this.
I ain't never had a toothache, man. So I'm dreading it, man. I got about three in
This
that.
thing came out.
look, I only had one. I only had one, and that was enough for me, bro. For real.
When I get my money right, I'm getting these motherfuckers. Thick.
That's all. That's why I said it's all good. I'm working on my shit now, and I'm gonna be smiling on then. I'm gonna be smiling then. It's all good. How y'all doing? Rico, who's that right there?
No,
Fuck,
no, the
What's up,
CEO,
fellas?
Oh, that's
the no, no, the CEO of Rico International is on tonight. Everybody,
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me
fuck.
give him
no,
his Keith. Let me get the introduction for him. Can
all
I
right, you
take it?
got,
Can I take it? I ain't trying
yes,
to run the
sir,
show.
yes, sir.
Check.
This if you watch Transformers, you know how they be sticking together, and when they separate, like Bumblebee, you just met Bumblebee. I'm Bumblebee. All that chap, chap, chap. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
But when we form together, who we get on? Who back we get on?
yeah, Prime.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus,
Prime.
Optimus, baby.
Let go Optimus Prime. Jump on that nigga
What's
blood.
good, baby? How y'all doing, man?
You
Excellent, brother.
good? You good?
Excellent.
You good
Good.
tonight,
Yes,
Excellent.
sir.
brother? How was
I'm
your
good,
day?
man.
How was your day?
Great, man. Glad to be on. How about y'all?
Look,
Pretty
we
good.
glad that you on, man. Everybody's good, brother. Everybody's
See you,
good.
foe.
And
All
look,
right, good deal.
um, I wanna add to Shannon's joint. Ah man, me and Rico go back. My oldest, I think he may have been like 5, because my wife found the barbershop, right? And I went in there. I think Keith been 5 or 6 years old. Keith is 30 right now. So
Wow.
I seen Rico when he was a youngin', and and he was expert at doing what he was doing. But it was crazy because I think about it, I'm like, man, Rico had to be young when I first met him. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
You damn right. Yeah, I was. I was.
Not too old right now. It's just
No,
like,
no.
man, that's many
I,
years, brother.
I had to learn a lot from y'all guys, man. Y'all was my leadership.
Look, the opening, what I was talking about is the fact that you guys, you, Shannon, and Matt,
Yes, sir.
you get every personality in your chair. I mean, every kind of personality in our community, you guys have experienced it and it comes into your chair. That is a unique situation. Like Keith and Jaquar and myself, we only get, I, 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 I don't really like the word bad, but what we do is we only get the people who are in distress.
Mhm.
All right.
You know what I mean? And what I think is a great thing is the fact that, and I wonder, and we'll wait a little bit before we get into it, but I wonder, what did it do for your personality to meet all these different personalities, you, Shannon, and Matt? What did it do for you? You feel me?
Yes, sir. You,
You know,
you,
but
you.
but but like I said, you don't have to answer it now, Rick. But
Okay.
I wanted to marinate on it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yes, sir.
And then look, while we talking, and you can comment, you and Shannon can talk on, you can comment on it as we go. I usually go into the barbershop. See, most guys go into the barbershop, they want to capitalize the conversation and all this, right? Now, you tell me if I'm right or wrong. People draw me into the conversation. I can't help but say something to some folks. You feel what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's not to embarrass them, but to ask them questions like, hey, how
Hmm.
did you come to that? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
So,
I've seen you do that.
so let me ask you a question. How do you handle, and you guys know what extreme is, how do you handle the extreme clients? And they want to engage you in conversation. How do you guys handle that? We'll start with you, Mac, and then we'll go to you, Rico.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Oh, you said Mac or Shannon?
I'm sorry, Shannon. We'll go to you first. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I mean I don't know what Rico would say, but to me personally,
No, Shannon, it's on you.
yeah, that's why I said to me personally, I feel like every client is different every time you come in the chair. I mean, it's always some situation that could be in a good mood or a bad mood. Could have a lost a family member, or it could be their birthday. So every client it's got to be treated in a fashion where you know them. You know what I'm saying? You can read their body language. You can tell they feel like talking if they don't feel like talking. Sometimes they want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be transparent with them. You know what I'm saying? And free spoken. Like you never know how they're gonna feel. And to be extreme, some people might come to just talk and want to talk, and that's what gives them their day. So I can't call them extreme. I could just call them either very talkative or just need to get some stuff off. You know what I mean? Either way it is, it's good to be able to apply my thoughts to whatever that conversation is
Okay.
by understanding what the differences is between me and them. There might be something really, really stupid that I'm thinking in my mind, but I'm paying attention to it because it matters to them.
Okay. Rico,
Yes, sir.
I mean, you have the personality that people will tell you all the greatness about them, and then they'll also tell you all the craziness about them. I'm saying, how do you handle that? You know what I'm saying? Because Shannon had the look on his face like, yo, look, like some stuff I'm not going to sit here and tolerate. You know what I'm saying? But see,
I'm not. I'm
but
not.
but
I'm not. I'm not. I'm
Rico,
not. I'm
you
not.
have
I'm
a
not.
you
I'm
have
not.
a giving face. You know what I'm saying? And then they make the mistake and let loose. So
Okay. I'm gonna piggyback off Shannon. He said something real important. He said you got to read everybody
yeah.
different every time they come. This is very true. And as far as the personalities, the answer that part of it, certain people you learn from what to do, what not to do, but you also get opportunity to look at how you look if you operated like that. Like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
what
Great
that's one
point.
of the things I've learned over the years. That's how I look if I do it that way, or if I do people that way. That's how I look.
Okay. That makes a
Yeah,
lot of sense,
yeah,
man. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
I wanted to
Real
Go
quick,
ahead, Keith. Oh, is it Jaquar? Go ahead,
Yeah.
Jaquar.
can I ask you real quick? Have you ever seen a client in the street and didn't recognize them, and they approached you like you were at work? They just came up and started talking to you like you was cutting their hair.
Yes. Is that me or do we go first?
Oh yeah, you go
No,
down
no.
there, Shannon.
All the time. I mean, that's the beauty of being a barber. Is when you out and you patronizing out amongst people, football games, the mall, and you see somebody that you actually had a conversation with that meant something that carries on like in everywhere. Like you might see him in passing. Hey, how you doing? Everybody all right? Good, good. I see you later. Next time. All right. That you got to build that up with your clients because me myself consider myself a family barber first. So if I can't be your family by not knowing who you are or by not speaking to you in public, you know what I'm saying? I can't shun any individual that spends money with me. That's a civil duty to actually speak to them.
Wow.
Okay. It makes
yeah,
sense.
I wanted to add something too. Was either of you just I know it's like you all have clients back to back. So if you get someone in there that has a jacked up personality and they just kind of letting reckless stuff fly out of their mouth, say that you don't really care for the person because they just admit they got a jacked up personality, and then but maybe they don't get that you really don't like them, and
That's
you
a
come
good
back but
question.
to be professional, you still gonna cut their hair.
That's a good ass question. I got
So
to
that
cuss
next
on that.
question, I mean, how
I
do you?
know we ain't supposed to cuss, but I got to
Look,
cuss. That's a good ass damn question.
hey,
That's a
hold
spotlight
on
walk.
for a second. Hey, look, I gotta ask Rico to answer that
Yeah,
Yeah, because
please,
you see, you
please let
that
Rico
hair,
answer
that
that
yo,
dude,
first.
because
that dude
Please
up
let
there,
I've been
Rico answer
oh,
that.
he up
look,
next. He up next.
me and my son Carson has been a client for him for years, but I'm gonna tell you, this man has run across you too, Shannon, but this man has run across extreme personalities. So how do you answer that, Rick?
This you cut now, and this dude is up next. He out there running his mouth in the audience. Now he's up next for your chair.
You know, I'm trying to think of one of the wildest incidents. You have people with the invention of the cell phone. You have people really would just act like they at home on that phone, man, and will walk out right when it's their turn to get a haircut, man. People be waiting.
Yeah.
And that call could be important, but you got to make your decision like, look, I don't care if it's going to upset them or not. I got to go ahead and put somebody in the chair. And then that
Right.
person to come back in like they really are next. That's kind of extreme to me on some things like that. But you know, been on the phone
Yeah.
15 minutes and want to get right back in the chair or something.
Yeah.
So the handler type personality there, man, I think you just got to go ahead, just try to be as transparent as you can. Like, what would you do if you was in my shoes? I mean, you try to make your chair spin. Some people understand that, some people don't.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the funny thing about it is just knowing that you three guys, right? It is you guys are no nonsense when it comes to things. You feel what I'm saying? You're not rude. You're highly professional people, right? But you know how sometimes you let people get away with stuff, and then
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, you see, the thing about it is what I say this because I've been coming in there for a long time, and I've seen the different people and gotten to know them, and you know, good relationships, the whole nine, right? And I'm gonna tell you one thing about it though, Rick, and this is just a flower thing. You've been blessed with some good people
Yes, sir. I agree.
and good, colorful people. Let me throw that.
Absolutely.
Let me throw that in there. And that's the thing about it is, do me a favor, Shannon and Reek and Keith and I want you, once they're done, I want you just to chime in and just to give your point of view of being in the barbershop. Truly, talk to us about what got you involved as a barber. We'll let you go first, Rico.
Well, it was a family member that offered to pay for me to go to school. That's how I got into it, you know. And they thought enough for me to say, hey, try this opposed to the lifestyle you living right now. And I took the offer up, man. And I've been doing it like you said when you met me as a young man. I started then from the opportunity they gave me.
Okay.
I hope that's enough
Oh, well,
information right.
no. Look. And
Mm,
before you came on, this is authentic. Look,
yeah,
if you good with that, we
yeah,
good with that. You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah, no
saying? Yeah.
question.
Look, you
Yeah, I
know,
thank God. I'm very grateful for her. I'm grateful for her giving me the opportunity to put me in school, get me off the streets. I am so grateful for that opportunity, man.
that's a funny thing. I try to be that to friends and family. You know what I mean? Like, look,
Yeah,
if you see something in somebody, you know, you need to invest in it because even though throwing a kind word is a good thing, but if you have time enough to throw a little bit more resources into somebody, you can make a king. That's the
yeah,
bottom line. You
yeah.
know,
She saved my
Shannon,
life, man.
Shannon. Hey, look, you want to big her up, Rico, or you good, man? That's personal.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna leave her alone right now. She going through
Tempo,
something right now. Yeah.
tempo.
All right.
Okay, look. I'm gonna speak on Rico first. Rico has a problem not understanding how great he is as a barber. First of all, and we can box about it if you want. But Rico is a barber that all barbers would want to be like because I've been in the game 23 years and I have never been at a stable spot in my life as barbering. I've been doing it all my life. I done had my own shop and everything. So Rico, when I say that, not saying my career wasn't great to me, but Rico's career is the one we study in barber school. Like we're gonna go to school, we're gonna finish class, we're gonna go get us a shot, and we're gonna live for the rest of our life. Rico has made it to the mountaintop of barbers. For him to start so young and still being at the same place
Yeah, yeah.
shows a testament of his craftsmanship and his leadership. Because you can't have a run like that unless you're LeBron James, Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Nolan Ryan. These are runs that most barbers could could ride into the sunset with. So he under gives himself not enough credit, and I will say that until the end of time. As far as me, I started because my mother did it. You know what I'm saying? So I have already had a
Okay.
passion for it.
Okay.
She had a shop since I was little. You know what I'm saying? And it was always in me, but I was a knucklehead too, like Rico said. When I say he, just like he said, it changed my life because I was a street. I was in love with the streets more than I love myself, and I had to find something that was going to help me for myself. And I went to barber school just because of the love of my mother, and I wasn't doing nothing but selling drugs at the time, and everybody else was at work, and I'm at home playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually blessed me, and it's the blessing that keeps on giving because no matter how hard it get or how good it gets, barbering is something I can always rely on for the rest of my life. It's a craft that I have endured so much that I love it. I don't see myself going without it. I at least got to cut somebody's head. So it's passion for me, and to see Rico in my late career keeps me motivated, and that's a good
Man,
look.
bless you, Shannon. Man,
I respect.
I echo the same back to you, man. I I can't let you. You are you're a very good dude, Shannon. Man,
Damn.
Look. I'm gonna tell you, Rico.
Yeah.
Rico. First of all,
Go ahead.
the
Go
only
ahead.
thing wrong, the only thing wrong with Shannon is he a Laker fan to a fault. Hey,
Yeah.
Rico.
You know what? I'm bringing that
He
beard.
don't.
I'm
Rico. He
bringing the
don't like.
beard to him now.
No.
Hey,
First of all,
we
hey
ain't go to the
Rico.
sports edition.
He
We go to the
don't like.
sports
No,
edition.
no. We'll stay here, but I say he don't like LeBron James. So that you know what I'm saying.
Then
Hey
you got
Rico.
all the viewers thinking I don't like LeBron James. I got to clear
First of all,
that up.
Rico, what Shannon is saying, and has always been, you know, look, I consider you a friend,
yes,
not
sir.
just a barber, just a friend, because we have shared many conversations. That's what the barber shop, that's what's so important. And it all had to be with what you know, people with great personalities. You have a great personality. Shannon has a great personality.
Yes,
Matt
salute.
has
Yes,
a
sir.
great personality.
Yes,
And
sir.
then you have the nerve to be artists when it comes to them heads, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
See that,
yes,
man, come on, dog.
yes. You
Stop
telling the truth,
playing.
man.
Stop
You
playing.
got to give him his flowers while you're alive,
Yeah,
man. You don't want
yeah,
to say it
Yes,
when
man.
you're
yes,
gone.
sir.
Yeah.
Man, for real,
It,
for real. Hey, look, that was a beautiful statement, brother. That was a
Yeah.
beautiful
yes,
statement.
sir. I gotta say thank you, Shannon, brother Q. Thank you. And
Yeah.
my two brothers up out of here. I don't think I say hello to y'all guys. I'm gonna say hello to y'all guys right now. Glad to be on the show with y'all guys as well, too, man.
No
Me
doubt.
too. Yeah. Yes.
Uh,
Great to
No
meet
doubt.
you, man.
yeah.
Hell of a job,
Um,
man. And to have the balls to say it, man, it's a hell of a thing, brother. Y'all
Yeah,
do what
no
y'all
Yes,
do.
doubt.
sir.
that's called fellowship, y'all. Everybody know how to
Hmm.
fellowship. We
Yes,
grown.
sir.
And as a
Yes,
Lake,
sir.
as only a Lakers fan would do something like that. And that's
No,
Yeah.
why
no,
I'm
no,
straightening
no,
up
no.
my
Hey,
beard.
Keith. When I say that, I was joking with Shannon because he and my son Carson, you know, they Laker guys. But Carson is a
Yeah.
Laker guy because LeBron James is there. But you know,
I'm a
Shannon,
Laker because it's purple and gold, not
yeah,
because it's LeBron
exactly,
James.
exactly.
LeBron James, they made nothing we got already had.
Look,
We done had
first of
already.
all,
We don't need no
you
hop and
hear what
go.
he's saying. You hear what he's
He
saying.
got one
Like I
chip.
said,
One chip is like going do it at Cleveland. We ain't a one chip team.
no.
We're a
First of
two
all,
P, three P. Song you gotta do
hey
something
Shannon,
magnificent for us to say you good. You know what I mean? That ain't
Shannon, you
good
know
to
what's
me.
so crazy about it is
You're the
you
We
don't
want
hear
bomb.
that
more.
man.
Damn.
We're gonna move on to the
We want
next
more.
question.
We want more. We don't want
No
just a
doubt. Well,
chip.
but we're gonna move. But the
Okay,
thing
my
about
bad,
it
my
is,
bad, my bad.
no, no, no,
You
no,
did it.
no, 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 no. I'm not disagreeing with you, but see, the thing that you just ignore is LeBron James, and I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of NBA, period. But LeBron James brought the Los Angeles Lakers, and I want to let this sink in for you, brother.
Oh,
Brought
word.
you into modern times
Oh man.
by winning a championship for you.
See,
Dang.
that's when you're a Laker fan, you know the NBA is us. We the NBA anyway. It wouldn't be an NBA without the Lakers. You take the ladies
Okay.
away. Put us in the big three. I guarantee you, Ice Cube love it.
He's a fool, man. All right, but let me ask y'all a question, man, because see, before you guys, what this is a great question for you, man. And if you need me to explain it, then I will. Train wreck culture.
Wow.
Train wreck culture. And I'll give you a little. If you need me to go into detail, that's fine. But I want you four guys to respond to this. First of all, what is your definition of it, right? Then secondly, I'll give you some examples. Charleston White,
My boy, my guy.
Kwame Brown, anybody who what's my man named Kevin Samuels. He is in that category. This is not negative when I say he's in the category. These guys are in them categories, but it's a train wreck culture. This is my opinion coming from this. This is nothing that people have documented, anything like that, right? And this is from my brother Damon, because he and I had a conversation, and he came up with this term, and I found it very interesting. So my question to you guys is, does the train wreck culture, and the definition of train wreck culture is somebody getting on, spewing a lot of negativity, right? And getting a lot of attention from the negativity that they're speaking. And then they sprinkle in positivity. That's my opinion of train wreck culture. Ja'Quari, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, with the onset of social media, man, and easy access to doggone camera phones and all that stuff, man, it's created a false sense of courage for everybody, man. Because when you in your when you're in your four walls at home, and you get on playing internet cowboy and shit, you relatively safe, but also with the onset of people dropping pins and shit and figuring out your location, you're putting yourself at risk for popularity, man. I mean, and that's what it all boils down to, popularity. That's the biggest industry on the face of the earth.
Okay.
And with our with our lack of moral codes, nowadays, man, people don't give the attention is positive or negative. They don't care, because our society, man, has bastardized success in a way that, even if you do start off bad, in a fucked up situation, man, you always got a shot to turn it around.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not gonna step on that, because that was kind of goddamn brilliant.
That was brilliant. Keith.
Yes, sir. My take on it is, it's it's a yin and yang. It's a good and bad side to it. As far as awareness, it's a good thing, because there's a lot of things. It's got a shock value to it, depending on some subjects, and it gets people's attention to, hey, check this out. But at the same time, it's dangerous with some personalities if it's not put into some kind of context, or if it's thrown out kind of like a blanket statement. Then some of us that just take stuff and run with it and don't wait to get the full story, that's when things start making negative headlines, I believe.
Okay.
Because like when they were doing the riots and everything, you had people out there rioting over George Floyd, what happened to him and how it happened, national on TV. But then you had others, like where I was working at, we had guys mixed in with the rioters or with the protesters. Stop saying rioters. And they were reporting to us. They say, man, we got some guys over here passing out bricks, uh, bricks and stuff that set things on fire and never sticks and all kind of stuff. They around here in the car passing them out, and you'd be surprised what they look like. These are white guys.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
passing these things out to the protesters. So to tie all that back in, the culture, uh, if it's you don't have someone to put it in context, it can get out of hand. So I think it's necessary to get for awareness, but it can get out of hand if someone is not there to keep everything under context.
Gotcha. Rico, what is your opinion about the explanation when I said train wreck culture? What do you think about that?
I'm gonna agree with every one of you guys on your explanation, man. I think, like you were saying, like the shock value thing in the media, social media, and cameras everywhere. I think people just do it for do things, the train wreck thing for attention, and it's a real thing too. Uh, what comes to my mind is Ray J and Kim Kardashian. They really staged this thing and profited from it.
Yeah,
That's one of my first examples of that train wreck type thing, and then turn around and people see it as a good thing when it comes down to marketing.
Great example.
she became a billionaire. You're right, Rick.
Right.
But
It launched both of them to a certain degree.
yeah,
Not trying to pick on anybody. I'm just saying that's the first thing that, the train wreck thing that really came to my mind like that.
it makes a lot of sense because
Yeah.
that's a great example. Shannon, what do you think, brother?
Yeah, I agree with what everybody said too. But one of mine that came to my mind, first thing that came to my mind is the information. You know what I mean? Truth, lies. It's also misleading, but it's so much good information that's mixed up with a lot of bad information that you don't know which one to believe, and that's a train wreck waiting to happen because everybody think they know it all and don't know half of what they should know. I ain't
Exactly.
paid attention to what it's really what's going on because it's the truth in it, but there's a lot of lies within the truth. You just gotta have your own perspective, like strong perspective, and see through the bullshit
Hmm.
because it's entertaining at the same time. So it's gonna be a part of life. Just gonna have to know how to navigate through it and capitalize on some of the stuff. Like say something wrong with your car, you can go straight to social media and watch somebody fix whatever it was and think you can fix it yourself. You might not actually fix it, but social media somehow and find out how to cut hair. You know what I mean? And never worked at the barbershop. So it's
No
a lot
doubt.
of information out there.
No doubt.
It may be too much information.
Yeah.
Hey, Keith,
Yeah.
I want to ask you if you remember something. It's kind of in here about the train wreck culture. But you and I were working one time, and some incident went down. We got it calmed down in the high school, and you
Hmm.
pulled me all to the side. You said, "You know, man, what I just noticed about myself when stuff get ready to go down, I got a tendency. I want to look at it for a minute, and then I had to remember, oh shit, I'm supposed to be breaking this up."
I think a lot of that is we get caught up on we want the bad guy to get his justice. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know,
That that's
hey, but
that's
look,
the rub right there, Keith. I mean, we got to realize, as black men, as a black culture, as Americans, man, that not everybody always receives justice. It's not.
Yeah,
They're not
that's
supposed
true.
to.
That's true. No, hold on. I would explain that though, Jacquard. What do you mean?
It's fucked up, man. It's real fucked up, man. But the majority of people I know, they only learn from their losses, man.
Good shit.
Mm.
And God forbid that
good
loss is
perspective.
a lifelong penalty, man.
That's real though,
Facts.
man.
But
That's real.
My
even worse if they don't learn the goddamn lesson.
Yep.
Man,
truth.
Machiavellian thinking, man, has dragged this country, man, down to down to collective shithole, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, our morals, man, are just they've got to be like at an all-time low, man. You think about the Wild West and everything, you know, that they say that went on or whatever, like the good shit, you got the singing cowboys and shit, and the heroes wearing the white hat. That wasn't the case. That was never the
No,
case.
no, no. I mean, that was manufactured, man, just to,
Yeah.
you know.
Everybody glorifying Billy the Kid, man. Billy the Kid was a motherfucking back shooter. To the
He
back.
was the back. He was a back shooter and a mass murderer.
That's
Jesse James was a mass murderer. Different things that they romanticize for movies and books. Sometimes, man, you just we get caught up in the wave of entertainment.
Yeah.
See,
Next
I
round,
think, I think,
yeah.
I think the sad thing is, and it's tragic as well as sad, is the fact that somebody's mind has thrown something out there as entertainment, but our community grabs onto it. A lie. Let me just say that. Forget entertainment. A lie is thrown at our community to see if it sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as somebody believes that garbage, now all of a sudden, because people don't want to be by themselves, people don't like to listen. In our community, in my opinion, we don't like to be on the island by ourselves. Even though we're at peace, we don't have no drama, we find ourselves feeling alone. So we will gravitate for something that we know is not good for us because we don't want to be alone. And that's just my opinion about it. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Man, my solitude, man, is very important to me, man. I mean, it always has been. As a matter of fact, if I was to be truthful, hell, me, trying to keep my independence secure, man, is probably been the root of most of the shit that's going on in my marriage, man. Uh, I gotta have my me time, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and there's times that I will sacrifice it, but there's times that I will not have it stepped on because I need that.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, and I'm gonna throw this in there, and then I want you to look, Keith, Shannon, and Rick. If you want to answer, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. But when it comes to my wife, I'm close to 40 years with my wife. But there was one thing, and I'm not gonna name the thing. There was one thing that I stood strong on. I will give you everything else but this. Now, if you said it out loud, it didn't make sense to the layperson, but it made sense to me. It was my independence on what I was going to keep. You feel what I'm saying? I'll give you everything because I love you, right? But it's this one thing that I'm going to keep because this thing is closest to my individual identity that I had to hold on to. And there was many arguments, and Jaquari was witness to the arguments over this one thing.
Oh, I rode the fence, brother.
Yes, sir, you rode the fence, but you was a witness to it too. See, I never judged you about it. But the point I'm trying to make is when we find ourselves with somebody in a lifetime partner, I think, and I don't prescribe this to everybody else, but I think you should hold on to one thing that you feel belongs to you. Guys, is that realistic?
I
It
believe
is.
it's very realistic. I believe people do it anyway, whether they admit they do it or not. Men and women, both in a relationship, the majority of the time they don't even voice what it is. In your situation, you actually said what it is you want to hold on to. But most of the cases I've seen, and myself included, I'll hold on to it as like it's a prized possession. In fact, but I'm gonna keep it out of sight. I ain't gonna really let you know what it is, but it's that dear to me.
Okay.
I agree with your brother Keith, both of y'all Keiths, man. I think it's got to be that one thing you hold on to, and for me, it's my masculinity because I'm with a woman, and I want her to keep her femininity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
those those things. I hope she don't want to. She never loses, man. You know, I want to hold on to that. I want to hold on to my masculinity, bro.
Hmm.
No doubt. No doubt. It makes a lot of sense. Anybody else?
I want to hold on to an hour in the bathroom when I get off work. I don't be. I just be reading it.
Bro, you know
That's
why
all.
I'm laughing. I'm not laughing because you're wrong, but I don't know what it is about us men. We need that hour in the bathroom,
That's
don't
it, man.
we?
That's it.
It's just such a little thing, man. You know,
It's
That's it.
small.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Yeah.
like in the beginning, man. You know, I was Mister. You know, yeah, we share everything and all this and all that, and you know, but hell, it was her that it was like, look, uh, can't you be downstairs for a little while? I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, okay, that's how we going. That's how we going. All right, I'll tell you what, miss me when I'm gone. Uh,
Look,
nothing,
I,
not too extensive.
let me
So I
ask y'all a question, man. And this one of them questions. I want y'all honest opinion about it. But if it gets you in trouble, don't answer it. Right? That's real. Because look, it ain't about controversy. This is promoting the conversation. Um,
I stopped getting in trouble many years ago, brother.
yeah. What bothers me is not trying to lose my train of thought, but what bothers me mostly is the simple fact that your spouse is attracted to a certain thing, right?
hmm
But once you commit to them, that certain thing becomes a negative thing. Because men, to me, men are logical. Like when we finally find that person that we feel, whether it's temporary or it's long term, that person where we feel, right? When we finally find that person, we are willing to change, right?
Mhm.
But what's so funny about it, the majority of the time, the thing that you change is the thing that makes you boring. Let me repeat that back to you. When you decide because of this person that you want to be with, and they are complaining about this specific thing, but that's the thing that excites them about you. When you change it, you become boring, and now they feel like they have a power position. I'm not saying this is all men. I'm saying this is my experience. Have you guys had this experience? Keith, what do you think?
Yes, I have. I have, and it's haunted me for years. But what helped me was uh, I found out that it comes from what the person that's doing it. That's how they view themselves. If you listen to their conversation, they look for flaws when they get in the mirror. You can give them a compliment. Hey, your hair looks beautiful. It's like, well, it's I just did. They start telling you what's wrong with it, that they what they observe, and it's always the flaws. So when they speaking to you, to what I noticed when she was speaking to me, or they'll do the same thing. You have to laugh so loud Do you have to be in? What are you doing in the bathroom? I'm like, whatever I want to. I pay the mortgage. I'm doing whatever I want to do in the bathroom. That kind of stuff. So, yeah. So I think the short answer to that was that when they do that, the majority of the people that do that, that's a reflection. They're reflecting what they actually feel about themselves towards you.
That's a good perspective. Shannon, what do you think, brother?
Oh man, I was hoping I wasn't gonna get on this one.
Oh,
Actually,
Shannon, you don't have to answer, bro.
I
It's
know
good.
I'm about to give a reason why I'm not gonna answer
Okay,
because I'm actually single, so it ain't gonna be no good me talk about something in the past if I'm trying to move forward.
no doubt, no doubt. Jaquari,
Well, I mean, I used to think that the challenge was cute, but not no more.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm like, honey, you don't got to push back on every goddamn thing,
Yeah.
So it was. We met when I was 28. She was
oh
29.
shit,
And but I guess by the grace of God, I got to be the age of 28. By her, because I can't do nothing right. Can you imagine a situation? And I'm not bashing her. I'm just venting and shit. We family. Can you imagine a situation, man, where somebody asks you to do something right, and you done it right, but they still find flaws in it, right? And you like, well, goddamn, am I really incompetent? But then you look at every other relationship outside of your home, and people think you a motherfucking rock star. You know, it just fucks me up that the standard in some regard, the standard in which I hold my wife, I don't think she holds me in. You know what I mean? 'Cause I've always taken care of business. I might have needed assistance in the beginning, but once I got it down, consistency is my middle name. You know, why do I have to work to have her see that? You know what I mean?
no doubt, no
It's
doubt.
just it's but like I said, man, I've changed so much, since we first was married, man. I've become more realistic, and I understand, that it's really not a power struggle when both personalities, man, are somewhat assertive. You
Yeah,
know, uh, we both run the goddamn household, in some regards more than the other does. So it's definitely a partnership, man. It's definitely a partnership, and I'm learning that as I get older.
okay.
Y'all, since I'm single, let me go ahead and get this in real quick. Since I'm single, let me see. I gotta choose this right. I'm gonna give it to y'all right. This might go to all of
Yep.
y'all. It's
Got to
gonna be for
choose a house.
all of y'all.
Okay.
Oh, sometimes when you're in a relationship, you don't realize the good because you're so used to it, and you get a nose blind to it, or you get a nose feeling, a numb feeling to what's really good within that relationship. So it reminds me of this book, The Alchemist, and the dude went looking for gold, and his wife was so happy that he left. Blah blah blah. It's a little love story, and he was all around the world looking for this gold, looking trying to find gold, whatever. So when he really found gold and went home to show her, that was the least important thing to them because they had missed each other so much that they couldn't even concentrate on the gold no more. So it's a little food for thought.
That's awesome.
Look. I like that. I like that, Shannon. I see.
Yeah.
I see the wiseness coming out of there. Rico, you have a comment, sir?
I don't, man. Not on this one. I like all the answers, man.
True
Big.
barber right there. That's a true barber
Look,
answer.
first and foremost,
True barber answer
I
right there.
expected this man's answer to be just what it is right now.
Hey, Keith, do we? So to get his answer, we got to come down to the barbershop, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Tell him, Rico, you got to pay for that.
Yeah, exactly.
You
I'm
Guys,
got to get an appointment for that one.
gonna
can I,
share something with you guys. Go ahead, Jaquan. Go ahead, Jaquan.
I was just curious, man. How is it you guys do you guys manage to stay up with the latest trends in the barbershop game, man? You know, I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
You got to
yeah.
have a. To me, I'm gonna answer my part. You got to be. You gotta love. You gotta love what you're doing to keep up with it. So every day you out, you looking at other people's heads. You seeing movie stars' heads. You seeing politicians' heads, and you pay attention to everybody's haircut, and you appreciate the beauty of any haircut. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to follow the trend when you see when you really paying attention to your field. You know what I mean? And you are the field. You what starts the swag when they get their haircut. They got their haircut, then they get their outfit on. You know what I'm saying? So you the engine that starts the daggone show. So you got to stay in tune to the show. You know what I mean? You can't sing opera at the hip hop show. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna work.
No doubt. No. All right, Shannon. Look at you. Rico,
Yes, sir.
what you think, brother?
What was the question, man? Can you,
how
Jaquan?
can,
how do you guys stay up with the latest trends in the barbershop industry?
oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, definitely what Shannon was saying, as far as like your athletes, entertainers, people of influence. Same thing, base the trends, man. The news, media.
Okay.
It's
All
always
right.
y'all's. It's always the client's vision. So whatever they see themselves is, we got to be able to try to do it.
All right.
Whatever you
Well,
want.
all right. Hey, Rico, I'm putting
Yeah,
you on the spot when I ask this question. I need you to explain the term monkey show.
Mm. What is that? Please tell us all.
Oh, and let me preface it with this. I've heard this man say this term for years. Now I have my idea about it, but look, he puts it in the right time. Look, he puts it in the right place when he says it. So Rico, tell
keep it
me
all
what.
in perspective. The monkey show is equivalent to the train wreck, man.
Good answer, Rico.
Well, he's the conductor of the train or the engineer of the train.
The first time I heard him say that, that tickled me to death. I was like, wow. He said, Rico said the monkey show. I was like, oh, and what we were talking about applied to it. Oh man, I was like, I was done. I was done.
You know,
Yes, yeah.
first time I heard you say, Keith, my mind flashed to a soldier story, the little sergeant.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on, CJ. That man talking about
Yeah.
Oh man.
uh, what Damon say, but yeah, we damn. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering and shit. We never mind.
No, go ahead, finish it, dog.
We can't afford these niggas no more. All right, just hit there.
Oh, look, y'all know I
And
don't
that's
say that
acting.
word, but that is so accurate, man. When you talk about when you say the monkey show, buffoonery, all of that. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's
Um,
Deadly, man. That's the second time I said the word nigga.
look, Jaquan tell you, ever since I was a child, And I think mostly because of what my mother and father taught us, I could not suffer that word, man. You know how, and it's always been the same where if you with your friend, oh, that's my N-word. That's my, oh, that's my N-word right there. Right? And I started to see, and we kind of drifting off from, but I started to see, like, why would you call me that when you know what it represents? Not saying if you say that word, that's on you. I'm not judging you. I'm not upset about it, right? But I've always been aware of it. So I never called another man that, and I never called a woman the B word, even if I hated her guts. You know what I'm saying? Because those two words has always been prevalent in our community. You know what I mean? Bro, it's hard. Mostly from the B word. That's hard. The N word, I mean, I feel silly saying the N word. But really and truly, I stand on my principles when it comes to that because that was a weaponized word. You understand? Whether it started, they started telling us, oh, it started from the good. This is how you were named and da da da. And then when it became Americanized, now it was a label that you couldn't escape. So I worked from the label you couldn't escape. I couldn't do it no more. I'm like, yo, I can't do that. You feel me? Unless it was somebody that I was really close to, I'm not gonna check you like, man, don't say that word. No, I'm like, bro, I don't say it. you see what I'm saying? I don't use it.
I'm trying to police nobody else, man. The first time I was at work, man, and I heard all the little white kids and all the little Spanish kids, man, I wanted to beat the Mario Coin shit out of them dudes. You know, I had to change something within myself, man, because we try to teach these kids how to be neighbors, man. My neighbors.
First of all, when you hear buffoons like Charles Barkley, I respect his basketball ability. He's a Hall of Fame basketball player, but he is a buffoon. He's a buffoon. You hear me? Because all he tries to do is look good for the establishment. And he bends over backwards for it. So when he said, it's like what, 8 years ago, when he said, me and my teammates, white and black, we used to say the N-word all the time. Somebody asked him, well, hey, so your white teammates were saying the N-word too? Yeah, I ain't had no problem with it. I was like, you know what? And I'm not saying this out of judgment, but yo, sometimes, man, no matter how well your life is going, you still need to take stock into who you are and what you stand for. Mm-hmm. That's just my personal opinion. And I don't want the community to rock and stand behind me. That's just my personal opinion.
Charles Barkley, man, has been at the point where, his mind tells him, man, that the only color that matters is green, man. And, he got to back it up. Do I demonize him for that? No, I don't. But it's for the same reason I might watch Fox News, because you got to know what the ignorant motherfuckers thinking.
That's true. That's true.
Say what's on your mind, man. Say what's on your mind, but understand that that shit is subject to judgment.
The person I remember watching that episode you talking about. It was on TNT, and when it came up, he was excited. He said, "I've been waiting on this." And he said he said what he had to say, and the first thing popped in my mind was that the person that would do just what you just did, try to go to an extreme, be excited to rationalize that, is that. That's the
Yeah.
nigga.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I just hate the fact. I mean, because we went through a phase where we was working out the definition. You know that definition of that, they don't describe black people. It describes an ignorant person. Blah 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 blah. Right. But in my mind, it was an excuse for people, black people, along with white people, to still use the word.
Right.
I believe they've since changed the definition in the Webster's dictionary too. So nigga means exactly the image that comes into your mind when you know.
Because what I read, the definition I read of what it was describes the people that put it on our people. That description of it described them. It didn't describe us. Shiftless, lazy, all that. That ain't us.
So fun fact, man. When slaves, when African slaves were first brought to this country, man, they were mixed in with European and indentured servants. So we picked all that shit up from them.
Yeah,
People,
yeah.
people, what people think is ebonics and shit. It's like old Middle English slang and shit.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what it was.
The
Yeah.
pigeon language, they call it.
Yeah.
Pigeon language. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that. As a matter of fact, there's still pockets to where you in England and in Germany, where you would, if you was talking to somebody, you would think you was talking to an African American.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever, and how good their English was. But I mean, shit, they used to eat chitlins too.
Yeah.
My opinion on Charles Barkley, though. I mean, I love Charles Barkley, but everything y'all said lately is absolutely true. But you guys understand when Charles Barkley started, he was a knucklehead, kept getting in trouble. So I look at him like as a broke nigga. Just really they didn't broke him to being what they want him to be, and he just gave up on it.
That's a good point.
Because he didn't used to be like that at all. You know what I mean? He used to be an outcast in the league. They wanted to kick him out the league.
I mean, you know why though, Shannon? He was spitting on little white girls, man.
Yeah, I mean they broke him. That's
He
why I
was,
said
he
they really
was throwing white guys out the window.
they broke him good. They broke him good.
The
They
thing
broke a
about
lot.
it is he did all them things in captivity. I don't know, man. Look, I'm not bashing Barkley.
No, because everything
man.
you said wasn't true. That's how black people today feel about Charles Barkley. That he's selling out. Like, what happened to you? Because they don't understand how you used to be. A lot of them don't know Charles Barkley when he was younger. But like, what happened to you? Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that.
He's that guy that you were talking about earlier. I think that was you, Keith, that was saying about being a part. Our people want to be a part of something or a part of the group.
Train wreck, right?
Example is like with the fallout with him and Michael Jordan. He's truly hurt.
Yeah.
He's truly hurt and openly admitted it. He's truly hurt about the friendship. But then he tried to rationalize about saying, well, I'm gonna do my job. And a group of people I was talking to about that, I said he could have done his job by telling the truth. Yeah, it doesn't look good. The team doesn't look good right now, but I've never been in his position, so I can't really say whether he's doing a good job or not.
But if you listen to Charles Barkley, he'll tell you how much money he messed up and how much more money he feel like he should have the same amount of money Michael Jordan has because he blew a lot of money with the way he acted. And at later age, he's trying to get it all back from TNT. That's why he's still there.
Yeah.
That's why he's subjected to doing what the white man wanted him to do because he needed to ride out these last few years getting some money that he left on the table when he was playing.
Look, Jordan had that. He had that sneaker money. And he was blowing millions
If I
Oh,
could find a pair
Barkley.
of Barkley,
Barkley didn't have that sneaker money, man.
Yeah, remember said Barkley said they had the same deal, but Barkley signed it. Jordan said he did.
Yeah,
Barkley
Yeah,
signed the deal. He gave it up for the cheap 1 million. And Jordan's like, no, I want money on every shoe I made.
yeah.
yeah.
if I could
Plus the
So
find me
difference
a Barkley
between him,
now,
Jordan.
I'd
Oh, I'm sorry.
rock 'em.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Now.
No, I just said if I could find me a pair of Barkleys now, man, I'd definitely rock them.
yeah,
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 Yeah.
yeah. So he made a bad decision and he broke it. That's why I look at him. He's now doing whatever he has to do to get Mr. Charlie's money that he left on the table.
Look, let me tell you something. I what I want to do. This is the last real question I want to ask you guys. You know, with everybody that's on today, and the many people that we experience throughout the day. Keith, you're doing what you're doing now, and you see a lot of people in different regions. Shaquari, you definitely see a lot of different kinds of personality, juveniles wise, right? And the two barbers. My question to you guys is this: with the information that you have, if you had the power to change things, name one or two things that you think you could change, and then explain the most extreme. Everybody understand my question? Or do you need me to
yeah.
Trying
Ask
to
answer it for
one
you?
more time. One more time.
One more time.
The fact that you guys are, the fact that you guys meet the different personalities that you meet, right? And if God granted you the power to change one to two things in our community, what would they be? Your own personal, what you feel, what you personally feel, what do you think you would want to see change to push us in a more positive direction?
I'm gonna go first if I can. So I got mine first off my head. I
I
like
got
to see all felons be able to get jobs like regular people get jobs without having that felon hold over their head. And I would like to see all races, minorities, whatever, on equal playing field. I would change that. I would make everything equal, and the best man wins, no matter who you are or what you are.
you. Okay.
That's me. That's me. Gotta have love for them felons. I'm one.
Look, that's a good concept right there, Shannon.
Give them a second chance.
Yeah. Keith.
Yes. Mine would be to with the little people. I mean, when I say little people, I mean grade school, elementary school. Start then have our own education system for them, teaching them what they need to know culturally, uh, how to survival skills and everything, uh, and make it mandatory up until teenage, what, maybe 15, 16 year old. And
Okay.
what I mean is that's to mold them, because that group is what we would have to mold. We have to mold them into making the change. We're already set on our course.
Yeah, facts.
So change them, their mindset. Get have our own private schools as a people. Have our own community, have our own private schools, and teach our children what the truth about everything, and then about who they are, and instill in them pride in who they are. That would be the first thing, and the second part of it would be that's probably impossible, but to be unity for us to
Oh, stop. The first part, you said what you said, but you said unity. I'm just curious about it. Not to cut you off, brother. I apologize.
Mhm.
But you said unity is close to being impossible. Can you, once you explain what you just said, can you tell me why you feel it was impossible?
Yeah, because this is more of the on the adult perspective, because we have our minds have been destroyed to the point, I believe, that we have segregated within ourselves on different levels. We've segregated on complexion. Some of us have segregated off religion. We've
Wait.
segregated off, long hair, short hair. It's stupid stuff. Uh, so we so divided on so many different levels. Entrepreneur. You an entrepreneur, so all of a sudden you got it going on. You made it. You ain't made it. This dude, he working. You just
Working.
have to want to work for you. You working for a corporation or somewhere. But this brother over here, he's an entrepreneur. He putting it in probably harder than you. You decided to settle over here in the corporation because the benefits was there and all of that. But then that's a difference. Reasons I've heard people come in and say that, well, this brother's got it going on. He's doing his own thing. He's got it made. No, he's got it made because he has his own business. And it's so that's what I'm talking about when I say unity. We're separated on so many levels. If we could come together and embrace, work together, no matter what you're doing, what you look like, what your background is, and all of that, and we work for one common goal: keep the money in the community, keep the resources in the community, keep that type of thing.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry for being so wordy, but hey,
No. That's a great point. Rico.
Yes, sir. Uh, the one thing that I would like for us to work on in our community is to keep pushing positive growth and maturity in from the ground up, from the bottom all the way up to the ground up, man.
Okay. Man, all four of you guys had great answers. Jaqari, you went though, right?
No.
It's on you then, brother.
Right. Couple things, man. I would change the age that a child develops common sense and empathy, because without those two things, man, they they really come to a short stop, man. They should require teaching in the home, man. Those two things.
So you think we have power over that?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely, I do. The second thing, man, is I would require teenage boys to take parenting classes, man.
I
Not
like that.
because not because I have a fear of them becoming young fathers, man, but I think parenting classes for teenage boys would do exactly that, man. Develop common sense and empathy in them,
Okay.
because the population I work with, they'll do good if it benefits them, you know. But we trying to change, we trying to help change futures, man. We really
No
are.
doubt. No doubt. Okay. Okay. Well, look, Jaqari, you're gonna bring us home. Talk to. We're gonna allow you to bring us on home. But let me just say this: This has been a great episode. You guys have been transparent on how you feel about things, and I appreciate you coming on. Shannon, Rico, Keith,
Thank
Quar.
you for having us.
Great,
Yes.
great show. You know what I mean? Because to me, if you really and truly paid attention to what we were talking about, you learned something, and you will have learned something about yourself because you have gotten a piece of the five of us on this episode. Okay? So before we get off here, let me just say at the bottom of the screen, it's Creator Cuts Barbershop, 4425 St. James Church Road, Raleigh, North Carolina, 919-855-0779. You gotta, Shannon, takes walk-ins certain days, or is it all the time, Shannon? You're on mute, brother.
Certain days I'm thinking I'm getting a lot of appointments myself, but that's a good thing. But I still take walk-ins. It don't matter, but I'm there Fridays and Saturdays, mostly walk-ins.
Listen, look, the pandy, I think what it did was it helped barbers to become even more prevalent in the community because you had the majority of barbers, you have to do what? You have to make an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? These brothers are professionals and they're vital to the community, period. I think,
Absolutely.
my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? So make that call, folks, and talk to them guys, man. 3 great master barbers is what they do. You know what I mean? Please go to our YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to build it up so we can throw us in an algorithm where we reach more people like us.
Much love and respect to my brother Mac.
Matt,
Mm.
Matt, you go ahead, you go ahead and heal, my guy. We're gonna see you soon. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, these brothers, Shannon and Rico, great human beings. This is why I always insisted for them to come on. And look, it took them a minute to come on. You know, I was asking, and it wasn't like they was being highly resistant. It was just simple fact that, you know, like Rico said last night, sometimes you got to take care of your brain.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Before we get off here, KJ, another true professional and a celebrity. Hell the pit, baby boy. Thanks for tuning in. The Quad, take us on home, my guy.
Hey man, short and sweet, man. Rico, hey brother, I appreciate your time, man. You know, thanks for coming, gracing us. The stand
Thanks
you
for
take
having us,
on
man.
things. Oh yeah, definitely, man. The stand you take on things, man. You know, I respect that, man. I respect that. Same
Much
for
respect,
you,
bro. Likewise.
man. Shannon, hey man, eloquent brother, very very eloquent, bro.
Appreciate you.
Earlier, man, the sentiment, man, you gave to Rico, square business, brother. It was beautiful, man.
Yes, sir.
My guy. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah,
Likewise, sir.
love seeing that.
I hope
Yes, sir.
I hope my co-workers got some positive shit to say about me.
They don't
Hey, look, I know my coworkers. You know, I got like 2 or 3 friends. My coworkers, if they ain't know that I would find out, they would talk shit about me all the time. You know why? Because it's about respect and strength. When you see somebody standing tall without any support, some people get jealous of that.
My man.
Keith Barnes, hey man, stoicism incarnate, brother. Cowboy logic. I think you might be a cousin of ours or something.
Okay.
People need to hear you, man. You know, I can't wait to have you back, man. You know, you always got a space here with us.
Well,
No
thank
doubt.
you. Let me
Big
know.
bro,
Yes, sir.
I'm there.
yes sir. Welcome anytime, man. Big bro, hey man, hell of a show. You know,
Yes, sir.
I tell you
Yes,
what,
sir.
man. So, think we need to start, letting you be a little more involved in the conversation of the show, man. I
Oh
like to
man,
see
no.
that.
I like your personality. I like Damon's personality. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, these brothers on here, look, I just sit back and enjoy this shit, man, because that's what it's about.
Much love, fellas.
Yeah, much love, everybody.
Yes,
And
sir.
look,
Chase your time, man, and you're all welcome back, man. Hit us up.
Okay.
I want
and
to come
look,
back on the sports edition. I'm on
Yes, sir.
sports edition.
all right, well, you can come on, but you got a Laker restriction now. You know? But of course, Shannon, you know that. Just let us know. This is Strong Perspective Podcast. Let me tell you, this is a hell of a ride. I enjoy it immensely because it's people that I respect and I like being around. It's a blessing for me. You feel me? So we're gonna be on to next week at 7:30 on Friday. Tune in, holler at us. So go like, share, and subscribe at our YouTube channel. And remember, when you're in Raleigh, Creative Cuts, 4425 St. James Church Road, 919-855-0779, baby.
Come again, bring a friend.
No
All
doubt.
right, all right. Thank y'all, man.
No
All right.
doubt. This is Strong Perspective Podcast. And y'all have a good night. Stay on for a little bit, about 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.